Whether you're a seasoned mariner or just testing the water, your hometown marina has all the info you need to navigate the thrills and spills of the boating lifestyle. Coming to you from our home port of Glen Cove Marina at the beautiful Lake of the Ozarks, host Deborah Wolf joins boating expert Sherry Jackson and Captain Steve Lemons to help you get off the dock and on the water with sound advice from your hometown marina. Welcome to this episode of Your Hometown Marina. I'm your host, Deborah Wolf, and I am joined by Sherry Jackson with Glen Cove Marina and our in-house expert, Captain Steve Lemons. We always talk about boats here at Your Hometown Marina. Every once in a while, though, you got to bring them back to the dock, and when you do, that might raise a lot of questions. I know that you facilitate the boating experience for your clients all the way through. What are some of the things that you do to help them when they're purchasing a lift and relying on other members of the lake community to help you make those decisions?
You know, when we sell them the boat, we don't stop there. We take care of everything that they need, and one of the things that the majority of the owners on this lake need is a boat lift. It depends on what boat they're buying. Captain Steve's very good at knowing what lift needs to go under what boat, because you have pull-in lifts, you have back-end lifts, you have different sizes, you know, depending on what the weight of your boat is, with all of your fuel, and you know, there's just a lot of things to consider.
Well, there's a lot of things when you're looking at it. You're looking at the size of the boat versus the size of the slip. It may need to be offset, and what that means is to slide the boat over sideways a little farther in the slip to the side so that it's easier to put back and on and off the lift. There's a whole gambit that you have to run to get the right lift.
Whatever body of water you live on, when you go to make that decision, there's really a lot of things to take into consideration.
And one of the nice things about buying your lift when you buy your boat, such as through Glen Cove, when you write a contract and you buy your boat, you buy your lift, we then become that agent to call. If it's Polylift, we call Polylift and we tell them what we need. We work with them. We get it installed. Typically, we can usually get them installed a little bit quicker than somebody calling
I hear what you're
off
saying.
The road, yeah, because, you know, we represent them and they take care of us.
They have one-stop place that they call when they need assistance, all the way from the boat to the lift, to the dock, I would imagine, too.
Not to mention our service techs. They're out there all the time, and if they see a problem with a lift, they come back, they tell our service writers, and our service writers will call the customer. If they want us to, we'll call the lift company. If they want to call the lift company, that's fine. But, you know, we've always got eyes out there watching out for them.
What you're saying at Glen Cove is you make sure that it's right there as a priority along with buying the boat.
You bet. I've had many customers that they either modify their lift, because you can take it out of a 10 wide slip and expand it to a 12 wide slip, or you can shrink it down the other way. So we have a lot of customers that have modified lifts over the years. We have customers that have modified docks over the years.
Yeah, in fact, I've had customers buy boats, drive them home, lift them up on their brand new lift, and stick the arch in the ceiling.
Yes, yeah. Things you don't think about.
Exactly.
Yep.
How are things going? Do you have a whole lot of new Triton lovers?
You know, we have had really good response. We had a boat show over Memorial Day. We had another one over 4th of July weekend. People like it because we have the boats in the water. They can come and they can ride and drive and touch and feel and see them without having to uncover them and see them on shore. So that's been really successful for us.
And once again, just another example, though, of how it is great to have your hometown marina wherever you live, because you can have that ongoing communication, develop a real relationship with the folks that are helping take care of your boating needs.
You bet.
We're going to go say hello to another member of our Your Hometown Marina community, Mark Mawson with Polylifts, right after this quick message from our sponsor. We cruised on over to the Captain's Kitchen to meet with kitchen manager John Stubblefield and chef Ryan Arnold.
Today we have a bacon, lobster, and tomato sandwich that we have here at Captain Ron's. It's a toasted sourdough with grilled bacon and deep-fried slippery lobster tails with tomatoes and chipotle ranch on top. Take your sourdough and butter on the flat top and you'll toast off your buns. From there you'll throw on your bacon. Here we double dredge everything. You first start with your flour for wet products, and then you'll go into your egg wash and then back into your flour. And then from there, straight into the deep fryer. And you'll drop in your 4 lobsters. And then as those are cooking, you can take off your toasted bread, and your bacon and put it on your table, and then set up your tomato and chipotle ranch, so by the time the lobster comes out, you can put it right on the sandwich.
And our chipotle ranch.
Put the top bun on and cut it, and you're good to go.
The complete recipe can be found on the Your Hometown Marina webpage at glencovemarina.com.
Polylift boat lifts.
Your boat is a major investment. Make sure it sits on a poly lift.
When you need a boat lift to raise your boat out of the water, choose the one voted best boat lift at the lake. Choose Polylift. Any size, built with the best quality construction, a lifetime warranty on the tanks, and the service to stand behind it. We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build poly lifts.
We always Welcome back to Your Hometown Marina. I'm your host, Deborah Wolf, and we have been talking boat lifts this episode. That's why I'm down on the docks with Mark Mawson of our sponsor, Polylift. Mark, you send your lifts out from all over the United States and the globe, and you build them right here in Sunrise Beach, Missouri. That's phenomenal.
Yes, we do. We've been doing it since 1975. It's a family-run business. My dad started it back then. My brother and I have continued the tradition, and our whole motto and everything is build the best thing we can build.
Well, we're down on the dock right now, one of the docks that you have your lifts on, and there's quite an assortment. We have a big cruiser here, we have cats here, we have also personal watercraft down on the other end, so we have a wide variety of what you provide to the consumer. Let's start off by thinking about some of the questions that consumers should be asking when they go to choose a lift.
Well, the big thing you want to do is the big question more than anything is, why do you need one? And the reason you need a lift is, first off, you have a huge investment sitting, just like you see sitting behind us here. Whether it be a cruiser, it be a cat, I don't care if it's a 20-foot runabout, 18-foot runabout, a jet ski, whatever it is, all those things have expense that go with them. If you can hold them out of the water and keep them protected, it A, reduces your maintenance costs, B, protects them while you're here, and probably the C, which most people don't realize, is you actually use the boat more if it's on a lift where it's sitting here where you can use it. If you put it on a trailer, you come down and you say, oh, honey, I have to go for a boat ride. Oh, we just got here and I don't want to mess with it, and you don't go.
In and out of the water.
In and out of the water. This way you open a valve, lift goes down. If it's a poly lift, it always works. It drops in the water and off you go play.
When it comes to the lake, when we're looking out the beautiful Lake of the Ozarks right now, it's really hard not to watch all the boats when they go by. But there, we can see there's all types of different watercraft on the lake, and what type of lift you put them on is very much dependent on what type of boat it is and several other factors.
There's obviously, here at the Lake of the Ozarks, or maybe it's not obvious, there's lots of different types of boats that are out here. You have pontoons, you have tritoons, you have V-bottoms, you have catamarans, that we see here, you have cruisers, and on the bottoms of the V-bottoms, you can also have step bottoms as well. So there's all kinds of different things that a person has to take in consideration when you're setting up and buying your lift. You also have to think about width of boat versus width of your slip. You want to try to keep them somewhat coordinated because it also makes it boarding easier and makes getting to the boat, waxing, cleaning, and whatnot easier. If you do have to get one of those situations where you have a really wide slip and a narrow boat, we make applications for that well. We got wraparound walkways, rear work platforms, all kinds of different things, stairs and whatnot that we can put on the sides to help accommodate those needs as they develop. When your other thing you need to decide is how deep the water is, how rough the water is, and what application there that's going to fit along with how wide your slip is.
I want to point out too, though, there's no lift too small.
No, exactly. No, we do, like I said, PWC lifts. PWC slips at the lake are 12 wide, and so we set it up with just like this, only narrower, so you can have, it has two toys on it. The platform is the most desirable thing that we sell. We sell a ton of these because they're so safe. You just walk out and you jump on the toy and you're ready to go play. If you're carrying a little one, you can set the little one on here, you can jump on it, your little one's sitting here, and you can go play again. An older adult, someone that doesn't get around, maybe have a handicap or a little disability, same thing. They feel nice and safe. There's no place to fall between it. They can get on. If you have a remote, we use the Captain's Choice remotes. You hit the button, the lift drops down in the back. You go play, you come back in, you hit your remote, it raises you back up, and you're ready to go again. And again, you're stepping right off on something that's nice and flat and dry.
And everything I hear you saying, with no bias intended, is a boat lift really is not one of those do-it-yourself areas.
No, it's really not. There are some things that we have a larger assortment of parts that we keep on hand at both our highway locations in Osage Beach and Sunrise Beach. For the do-it-yourselfer who likes to change a motor or an arm bolt or maybe have some tank bands or some little things like that, those are some things that we keep in stock and make it easy for the consumer to come by and do. And we will certainly help them and walk them through any issues, any problems. We have people call us from the dock. Hey, I'm trying this. Now what do I do? We can take care of them as well. We're here to help our customers with what it is. We want to make your boating experience great.
You do also help consumers find used lifts as well.
That's correct. We have a large assortment of used lifts. We also have an entry-level lift that we come out with about 6 years ago, so it's called our Roto lift. It gives you that middle market point as far as if you're back in a cove, you don't need the strength and the brawn of the poly lift, and you just want to save a few dollars. You bought the house, you bought the dock, you bought the boat, and money's rolling out of your pockets like this, but yet you don't want to go the cheapest thing you can find either, so you just want to find that happy medium. We offer the Roto lift to take care of that, along with, like I said, a large assortment of used lifts.
Someone decides what I use lift, what are some of the things they should look for if they see them, don't go there?
Yeah, well, if you're looking at a used lift at somebody's dock that you're going to buy, look at the arm bolts where they attach to the dock themselves. If that's moving up and down and shaking and rattling, there's some wear there somewhere, or it was built that way to begin with and you still don't want it. You want everything to fit tight. It's like when you shut a car door in a car, it goes thunk. If it goes and everything falls apart, then that's not something that you want. So it's the same thing in a boat lift. You just want everything to fit nice and tight and where it's supposed to be, so it doesn't squeak, squawk, clatter, clink, and it moves as a uniform a uniform part. If it's clinking and moving and jerking around, then that's not something that you want. That's not desirable.
When people look at resale value of a lake home, they quite often just look at the lake home. Really, when you're thinking resale value, you should also think it goes beyond the house, the dock, and the boat. It goes to the lift as well.
Absolutely. It's all part of it. In fact, we have a lot of people that are our old poly customers, and when they go to sell their home, they will actually remove the list before they list it because they have so many people that want to buy the lift with the house. It becomes part of the thing because they want it with it. You don't want to take and buy the most expensive, most roughest place you can be and put the cheapest lift under it. You want to put the best lift under it. And that's what we do. And we're not ever proclaimed to be the cheapest. We just want to be the best.
We'll be right back with more of Your Hometown Marina.
Ozark Barge and Dock has been delivering the best quality workmanship and design on the Lake of the Ozarks since 1988. Designed to provide you with low maintenance and durability, our docks will float you through years of fun and recreation. Even in rough water, you can enjoy the lake like it should be. Contact Ozark Barge and Dock at 573-372-5501 or come visit us at our P Road location just off Highway 5 between Gravois Mill and Laurie. Sit back and relax while our skilled employees use top quality materials to create the dock of your dreams.
I'm joined by my buddy Justin Wallace of Captain Ron's and Scallywags, two-time best bartender at the Lake of the Ozarks, and we're really lucky at Your Hometown Marina because Justin always makes our cocktails for us. Justin, what do you have today?
Today we're going to be making a Jamaican punch. It's got some coconut rum, about 1.5 ounces. Half ounce of Captain Morgan. Some banana liqueur. Dash of pineapple juice. And a dash of OJ.
For the cast-off cocktail can be found on Your Hometown Marina's webpage at the GlencoeMarina.com website. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Your Hometown Marina. You can catch all the episodes of Your Hometown Marina on the Glencoe Marina homepage at www.glencoemarina.com.